whether it is in the great religious traditions of the world or in our own hearts. We honor the fact that each of us gathered here today has our own spiritual understanding of the mysteries of life and death, and that we will find consolation in those understandings as we work through our loss. We also name in this space today that this loss has come to us unexpectedly, and it is one among multiple losses in a very short time for Nancy's loved ones. So let us acknowledge the weight of grieving multiple losses. This can be overwhelming and complex. It's okay if your emotions feel tangled or unpredictable right now. Sadness, anger, numbness, or guilt, these are natural responses. These emotions are your mind's way of trying to help you process so much loss. Be kind to yourself. Take one moment at a time and don't expect to handle everything all at once. Grief can feel isolating, and isolation is our enemy right now. So please share your feelings with a trusted friend, counselor, support group. These are all spaces for comfort. Your ability to keep moving through this time is a testament to your strength. We are on a journey. Grief doesn't go away. Its sharpness softens with time, and then it joins us in waves throughout our lifetime. But joy and pain can coexist as we heal. So let us hold our grieving tenderly as we gather this day, summoned by respect and affection to demonstrate our love for both the living and the dead. We gather to comfort one another. We gather to celebrate together because we have been blessed by a life well lived. And for many Unitarian Universalists, the ultimate testimony of our faith is how we have lived our lives. So let us gather, let us remember Nancy, and may we bring into this space her life in its fullness. I invite you all to please rise in body or spirit as Nancy's children come forward to light our chalice, and we will share the words of our covenant, which is on the wall behind me. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. This is our covenant. Thank you. You may be seated. Nancy Renner Clear was born on November 6th of 1953. Her life was marked by her unwavering love for family, creativity, compassion, and positivity. As the eldest of 5 siblings, Nancy deeply valued her bond with her family and shared countless joyful memories with parents and brothers. Her remarkable ability to spread joy, lift spirits, and create memorable moments defined her relationships. She considered her 5 children, Carly, Edward, Gregory, Shane, and Kelsey, to be her greatest joys. I shared earlier today that anytime I would talk to Nancy and try to learn more about her, the conversation quickly turned to her children and her grandchildren because you all were the lights of her life. Nancy shared over 25 years of love with her husband, Bruce Clear, the former minister emeritus at All Souls. Nancy served for several years as the director of religious education programming here. She was the hub of organizing pastoral care, community connection, and robust and enriching programming for people of all ages. She had a way of inviting people in and helping them quickly find a place where they belonged. Nancy's legacy is one of love, laughter, and resilience, leaving an indelible mark on everyone who knew her. Her warmth, creativity, and kindness will live on through her family and all who remember her. I invite you now to please rise in body or spirit as we sing together hymn number 159, and Ron will lead us in the hymn.
This is my song, O God of all the nations, a song of peace for lands afar and mine. This is my home, the country where my heart is. Here are my hopes, my dreams, my holy shrine. But other hearts in other lands are beating with hopes and dreams as true and high as mine. My country's skies are bluer than the ocean, and sunlight beams on clover leaf and pine. But other lands have sunlight too, and clover, and skies are everywhere as blue as mine. Oh, hear my song, then God of all the nations, a song of peace for their land and for mine.
Hello. Am I close enough? Okay. Nancy was my friend, and I will miss her hard and long. When I am missing her most, I find that it is her smile and her laugh that come to me. As a friend, I have known her differently than family. Each encounter made me feel a little better than when we met, and there was no judgment. In the spirit of Nancy, joy, feeling better, and no judgment, I offer this poem, We Came to Play by Angie Sullins. We came to play. No more hiding in modesty, in comparison, in the cramped shapes meant to keep us small and scared, but presumably safe. We came to play. No more competing for meaning, bending and contorting to earn our right to be loved, performing and pleasing to gain your assigned value. We came to play. No more dressing up to prove our worth, or dressing down to maintain it. The days of speaking softly over powder puffs and pink lipstick are over. We came to play, to howl, to strut our imperfect stuff. We came to dance, the dance of wild inclusion, inviting all the jagged parts of ourself onto soul's dance floor. No longer tolerated, but celebrated. Confetti, baby, all the way. We came to play, to shake our hips and shake things up, loosening the dictates of right and wrong, ugly and pretty, should and shouldn't, till our toes turn into butterflies and our feet take wing to sky. We came to play. Fierce hearts, feisty throats, full of freedom song. Our love is a Cape Crusader chock full of superpower, girl gang power, blasting apart the kryptonite of perfection, shame, and criticism from self, from other. We came to play, and we invite you too. Tilt, twirl, and glide. Whirl your colors, swirl your truth. The wide world is a playground, and your heart is a swing set. Let go of what doesn't lift you higher. Let go, let go, let go, because we came to play.
When I was 7, my family put a book together for Grandma to celebrate her 60th birthday. It's the kind of thing Grandma herself did, and we wanted to show her that same kind of love. I would like to read what I wrote back then. I admire that Grandma takes me out to places that are hard for Bruce to go to. At Connor Prairie, there are gravel paths that are hard for the wheelchair to go on, but she takes me there anyway because she loves me.
Please rise in body or spirit as Ron leads us in hymn number 346, Come Share a Song with Me.
Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time.
Well, I'm sure that if Nancy were here directing this, she would want to make sure this was a joyful celebration. So I wore this not mournful jacket, and I wore this not mournful shirt, and I put this purple flower in here because I figured if she was with us, she might smile about that. Beyond that, you also should know that I have purple, sparkly toenail polish on my right foot and gold on my left foot. And I'm hoping that if Nancy's with us, that she's doing that mile-wide, eyes closed, lay down. Thank you, Jane, for that. Yeah, laugh that we all know. So, before I talk about Nancy, I just want to share, I'm her brother, and I want to share about her. But before I do that, I want to say thank you, because it's really important that there are a number of people who remain very loyal to Nancy in these last, I'll say, hard seasons of her life. There are a number of you, but especially I want to say thank you to Carly and Brandon. and your family. I want to say thank you to Edward and Tracy, to Shane and Deirdre, to Gregory, and to Kelsey. I want to say thank you to Karen Friss and to the Wetzels. And there's a woman you don't know, maybe her name is Vera Robertson. She was a guardian angel for Nancy for a couple of years. I just want to say thank you because of your love and commitment to her. You stayed on the front lines with her when a lot of people wouldn't do it. And you gave her the love and respect that really was unconditional for her and allowed her to have a quality of life and love that she wouldn't otherwise have had. Thank you. All right, so wasn't going to be like that, but here it is. Nancy and I grew up side by side. We were like 12 months apart, first two siblings. And so, we saw the world from pretty much the same viewpoint all the time. We were joined at the heart. We had adventures together. And basically, she was my best friend. She was my soulmate. She was my partner in crime for all the things that we did. We laughed, and, we loved each other a lot. We were sort of Nancy and Greg all the time until my brother Brad came around, but we had a great time. Nancy was always a bold and magical thinker, which is Brandon's favorite term for how she thought. She and I ran away from home together. Not many people know that. It's true. We were 5 and 6, I think, at the time. I don't remember what provoked it, but I'm pretty sure it was her idea. So we packed, a small bag with PB&J sandwiches, a couple of T-shirts, I think, and we headed out the door to the local water tower up on the top of the hill above Walnut because we could hide out there and nobody would find us. And we accomplished our mission. We got up there. I think right after the PB&J was done, we headed back home. And I don't think we had any consequences. I don't know whether anybody even noticed that we were gone. But it was a really great adventure of the way that Nancy and I operated together. Nancy always loved her family. Always, I can remember as a kid, she did. But in her adult life, she created these great books called Full Circle, in which she asked questions of all us brothers and herself, and we would lay down these sort of funny and creative answers to things. But basically, it was a celebration of our mom and dad and how much we loved them and how much we loved each other. And it was a great example of how she could take something that might be kind of ordinary and make it magical and make it a celebration of the people in her life. And she did this all the time. This was just who she was. Even a couple of months ago, she called me up on the phone and she goes, I just finished watching Willy Wonka. It's a great movie. You'll remember it. Okay, here's what you need to do. And then she would explain to me how I could have this time with my wife, watching Willy Wonka and eating chocolate. But Nancy, here's what you should do. She was great. Nancy was always a force for love and for good in the world. Those of you who are part of this wonderful place here are witnesses to a lot of that. From, like Earth Day celebrations to visiting people in jail. I mean, she always did it. That's just what she did. In our family, we saw her as this sort of amazing combination of my, fierce father, his strong will, his punny wit, his work ethic, alongside my mom, who always, could see somebody that just needed some help. And Nancy was just an amazing combination. And no matter how hard the circumstance, Nancy had an ability to find a bright spot inside of it. She could always find a way to move forward no matter what. We saw this in her life in her last several years. No matter the circumstance, she could find a bright spot in there. And she was always determined to find some place of injustice and just make it better. Nancy wrestled with God. She and I, when we were teenagers, we went through a confirmation process in our Methodist church. We worked for about, I think, 6 weeks alongside the pastor, just the three of us. And I got to watch how her faith evolved through that. She knew God, and she loved her faith. She used to love playing, the favorite old hymns on the piano. Little Brown Church in the Vale. And man, she would play it like, it was going out of style. Later in her life, I saw that she pushed back on organized religion. She saw some flaws there, and she, with authenticity, pushed back. I also saw that she wrestled with, where was God in the midst of all these hard things that we went through together? But I will say that, from my conversations with her, I believe that she did not lose her belief in God. And I pray that she reconciled with God as a loving and compassionate father in the last days that she was around here. Nancy was fierce. She was just, for me, she was a authentic, forthright, loving soul partner for me. She was unlike any other person in my life. Even through the hardest seasons that she had, we could still have these strong, loving conversations about faith and about love and about the human heart and politics and religion. And mostly, she was just an amazing observer about these curious behaviors that we all have as people that make us messy and frustrating and beautiful. And in the end, she always concluded that loving each other, to shower the people you love with love, is the thing that really matters while we're here on this earth. And so I just ask us all to love her and remember her well in these ways. And I know that I will miss her. And until I see her again. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Gregory Kennedy, and I am one of Nancy's 5 children. I would like to talk today about what she was like as a loving and caring mother, advocate, and supporter of mine. When I was just a child, my first grade teacher told her that I would never read or write because of my autism. So she took me out of there and homeschooled me. And then she enrolled me in Worthmore Academy until 3rd grade. When I went back to public school, she continued to help me with my schoolwork. And by attending all of my many school meetings and performances and concerts. Whenever I got into trouble, she was there to help me fight my battles and keep me on the right path. So she helped me study for my very first play audition by reading through my lines with me. She told me before I auditioned that there was a really good chance that I wouldn't make it, but to still do my very best. So I did, and I got a callback. She helped me study for my callback, and then I got into my very first play. Once, when I told my play director that I quit because I didn't get the part that I wanted, she told me to quit. She told me not to quit and to tell the director I was sorry and to ask for my part back. My director gave it back to me. Thank you very much, Mom, for always being my supporter and my advocate. I love you very much, and now I have another guardian angel, and now you're even more powerful as ever before. I know that you are up there taking care of Aladdin for me until I come up. Thanks again, and may you rest in peace. I would like to thank everyone for coming today to celebrate my mom's incredible life as a mother, sister, grandmother, friend, advocate, and supporter.
Please rise and body your spirit as we sing We Laugh, We Cry, hymn number 354.
We laugh, we cry, we live, we die. We dance, we sing our song. We need to feel there's something there to which we we can call our very own. And we believe in life and in the strength of love. And we have found a need to be together. We have our hearts to give. We have our thoughts to receive. And we believe that sharing is an answer. A child is born among us and we feel a special glow. We see time's endless journey as we watch the baby grow. We thrill to hear imagination freely running wild. We dedicate our minds and hearts to the spirit of this child. And we believe in life and in the strength of love. And we have found a time to be together. And with the grace of age, we share the wonder of youth. And we believe that growing is an answer. Our lives are full of wonder and our time is very brief. The death of one among us fills us all with pain and grief. But as we live, so shall we die. And when our lives are done, the memories we shared with friends, they will linger on and on. And we believe in life and in the strength of life. And we have found a place to be together. We have the right to grow. We have the gift to believe that peace within our living is an answer. We seek elusive answers to the questions of this life. We seek to put an end to all the wake of human strife. We search for truth, equality, and blessed peace of mind. And then we come together here to make sense of what we find. And we believe in life and in the strength of love. And we have found the joy being together. And in our search for peace, maybe we'll finally see, proven to question truly is an answer.
The words of Mary Oliver. Who made the world? Who made the swan and the black bear? Who made the grasshopper? The grasshopper, I mean, the one who has flung herself out of the grass, the one who is eating sugar out of my hand, who is moving her jaws back and forth instead of up and down, who is gazing around with her enormous and complicated eyes. Now she lifts her pale forearms and thoroughly washes her face. Now she snaps her wings open and floats away. I don't know exactly what a prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to kneel down in the grass, how to be idle and blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I've been doing all day. Tell me, what else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last and too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild, and precious life. I leave you with these words on behalf of Nancy, with a charge to find joy, continuously re-engage your sense of curiosity, and to love your people with reckless abandon. This is your work now to do for yourselves, for the world, for Nancy. In a moment, the postlude will play. Ron will sing us a message to shower the people we love with love. And the family will exit to the social hall through these doors. I invite you to remain seated through the postlude and to join the family in the social hall afterwards. The family has brought some beautiful goddess statues that were Nancy's, and if one calls to you, we hope that you will take one home with you. Thank you for being here today. We need our rituals so that we can grieve together, we can celebrate together, and we can remember.
You can play the game and you can act out the part, even though it wasn't written for you. But tell me, how can you stand there with your broken heart, ashamed to play the fool? But one thing can lead to another. It doesn't take any sacrifice. Oh, father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. Just shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. No, shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. 1, 2, 3. Well, you can run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known. And what you plan to do with your foolish pride when you're all by yourself alone. Once you tell somebody the way that you feel, you can feel it beginning to ease. I think it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel, always getting the grease. Better to shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. What I'd like to do to you, shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. Oh, shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only